Hi, everyone. Hi, Dr. Rabo. So I'm going to do this assignment in narrative form because I'm not at all creative. So to start off, as far as themes that were present during my interviews, three things that kind of stood out from everything else. And well, for starters, I'm sorry, I'm gonna back up a little bit. I interviewed two of my older children, my two younger siblings, and my father. And they all pretty much had the same things. They all said that I have a strong desire to try to understand others, that it's very easy to talk to me, and that I have this determination to succeed, um, which was pretty interesting to see the congruency between everybody, to include my own children, that they were able to see some of those things. Um, Power blocks. This was very interesting to me because I know that the purpose of this assignment was more than likely for us to feel empowered. But because I did the interview with two of my children, I kind of feel like they were the ones that experienced a little bit of empowerment. And I say that because, not that I'm saying it's the exact same thing, but I just feel like, as far as like parent-children relationships, there are a difference in power. Um, and obviously, that's the same when you're talking about marginalized groups and the oppressors. One group tends to be the powerful, the other group tends to be the powerless. And I feel like in the beginning, my children had a very hard time opening up and being critical, and giving me like honest feedback. So I felt like, because of that, they perceive like, I have this huge sense of power, and they didn't want to disrespect me in any way. So I kind of like equate those two things, but not that I'm saying they're at all the same. Um, and so it was interesting to me to kind of ease them out of that. And I did that by, pretty much just letting them know, that their input was worthy to me. I valued, whatever feedback, criticism they were able to provide me with. And I think that once I did that, it showed them, like, okay, what I have to say does matter. And, I can be as honest as I need to be, as long as, it it provides, some form of assistance or guidance, from my mom. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Um, I think my biggest takeaway from this assignment was just the fact that understanding just how difficult it is to, I guess, achieve empowerment, become empowered. But even harder than that, I think it's harder to try to make to to lead people towards empowerment, if that makes sense. And I think that a lot of that stems from just allowing people to understand that they're worthy, right? That there's value in them, that there's self worth. Um, and it's unfortunate that, in matters of oppression, all that has been taken away, right? So you kind of have to make this effort to make people aware of that. And I think that with my children, again, once, I told them that I valued whatever they had to say, um, they became more willing to open up and to just let me know, their thoughts, their opinions. And it also led to a lot of great conversations with them. So that was pretty nice. Um, what I learned in this assignment, I would say that, they did say that it's a little bit difficult sometimes to talk to me, just because I kind of, shelter myself into my own world. And I've been trying, throughout these 2 years, to kind of pull away from that a little bit, to not be so closed off to the world. And it's been a progress. It's been a process, I should say. And I'd like to think that I'm better now than where I was when I first started. So I think that that's something that, as I start to practice, and as you know, in my future in practicing, it's something that I have to maintain myself to be very, very, very aware of. It's something that keeps coming up, which I'm happy because obviously in the end that'll make me a better clinician, and that is my goal, right? To be the best that I can be at what I do, to help my clients. So that was pretty much it for me for the assignment, and thank you, Dr. Rabo, for a great semester.